Hey guys, Marsting here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be looking at the Dokkan awakenings for the XENO GOTENKS and the GOHANKS, who awakened with this celebration from base into Super Saiyan 3. So they are very similar units, just like they were before awakening. They are kind of designed to be used together, because they operate quite heavily off of each other's effects. So they basically both have 120% attack and defense as their passive, then they get an additional attack and defense 30% with each super attack performed up to 120, so they need to super attack 4 times and then they'll be fully maxed out. But they launch an additional super attack if there is another Dragon Ball Heroes ally on the same turn, or when the target enemy is in attack down or defense down. And then when we look at the GOTENKS, he gets the additional super when there's a Dragon Ball Heroes ally, or the target is stunned, or the target is sealed. And so obviously then to complement each other, GOTENKS lowers the enemy's attack and defense with his super attack, and then GOHANKS seals the enemy's super attack. So this is basically how they worked when they were unawakened, but the problem was they only had the ability to trigger the additional with the status effect, so either sealed or attack or defense lowered. And so obviously in a lot of harder events where you then couldn't do that to the enemy, they lost that ability to get the bonus additional. So the fact that they added in the or have a heroes ally on the rotation means that you can then run them together and they fulfill that condition, and then there you go. So we're going to be able to get 2 super attacks each per turn minimum. And then, of course, they do have additionals as well. We're running them on the time limit teams. I thought that'd be quite interesting. Don't worry, we're definitely doing some Super Saiyan 3 team videos with all the new awakenings coming up very soon. But I definitely want to see the rotation of them fully maxed out, and then this AGL 40% support GOTENKS in slot 3. So straight off the bat on turn 1 with no support on the rotation, they have just over 100k defense. So let us go ahead, and we don't even need a super attack for you. So let's go ahead and start doing some attacks here. Hopefully we don't want GOTENKS to do too much damage. That's why I put him first, because he's got type disadvantage. I want him to get off his 2 supers. Of course he crits on the first one. Do we get a crit on the second one? We do not. Perfect. And then in comes GOHANKS. Their super attack animations definitely are a bit dated. They haven't really changed since their pre-awakening, aside from having the Super Saiyan 3 hair. GOHANKS' one is okay, but I quite like the GOTENKS one. I like the way he does the burning attack, like hand signals, before then doing the Kamehameha. I think that's pretty cool. But do this, get the support buff for Pycon. We'll get Pycon floated off eventually as well, so he can take advantage of his support passive. Because, yeah, I think this would be a good team for them. Technically, it's time limit and saviors, because we brought Pycon along, but we brought him along for the extra little bit of support he can give, because there's not a huge amount of top tier support units. We are doing the Formidable Saiyans stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history, so I did remember to bring items, because I'm pretty sure one of the enemies locks you in place during this run, which we do not want, because we definitely want to keep our boys together for all of those links that they share. Obviously, like, it's good that they awaken them both into Super Saiyan 3, because they are specifically designed to be used together. So if one had actually been Super Saiyan 3 and the other one was just Super Saiyan 1, like the initial misprint in the thing that Global tweeted, that would not be so great, because they would be missing out links, like obviously picking up over in a flash. One would be on Super Saiyans and one would be on Super Saiyan 3, but not both, so it wouldn't have been the most ideal scenario. So double supers after 2 supers each. So we're looking at 200k defense for GOTENKS, just under 200k for GOHANKS. That's with the 40% support from XENO GOTENKS on rotation as well. So if we move you across, you probably, yeah, you get the innocence as well, don't you? So we'll try putting GOHANKS first. If he doesn't crit, then we might not finish off the enemy here. So we'll see how that affects the turn, because we might actually just end up taking him out, but we're still taking double digits despite the type disadvantage, which is good. 2.18 on his super here. So we're going to get 2 more buffs, yeah, 2.74. And this is with them obviously not link leveled. So I did start link leveling them a little bit a while ago, but then obviously when I had before we knew that that was going to be a thing, when I started thinking about the possibility of them awakening into either Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 3 or whatever, you know, their links will change quite significantly. So it was probably a good idea to not link level them before getting their awakenings, because yeah, some of their links will have changed completely, and you will have literally wasted your time. So definitely looking forward to seeing what all of these new units can do at link level 10, but it's going to be a while before we start doing that. We've got so many units to go through, do showcases for, build interesting teams for, before we even get started with link leveling them, because you guys have all been in the same boat, I'm sure. If you summoned, even if you didn't and you just did the easy A's and the story event and stuff, there's been so much to do today. Like, so much time has been spent having to get all the units actually ready, like playing through all the events, getting all the medals, all that crazy stuff. But I mean, I do love it. That is it is nice when these days come along and we actually get like all the new content and everything. So we definitely need to put GOTENKS first, because he's now lagging behind a little bit on the super attacks. So we'll go ahead and put you there, let you go off first and even up the super attacks a little bit here. So still taking double digits. What are we going to take from a super attack here? We've got no support on the rotation. Yeah, 96k. He had, what, 170 something K defense, and then he's at 1.8 on his attack. So they definitely need time to build up, but in shorter events they're obviously going to be useful, like Super Battle Road for example. As long as you get them together on at the start, they're going to be getting the 2 super attacks. So Gohanks can seal up the enemy, GOTENKS can attack lower them. Obviously they're going to have a lot of utility in Super Battle Road, and because they can at least get 2 super attacks per turn, it only takes 2 turns for you to actually max them out, and then they're obviously going to be looking pretty good. So we'll go ahead and do this. It doesn't really matter what we get for these guys, don't need to get their 18 key supers or anything. They're getting the support from GOTENKS here as well. Because yeah, this GOTENKS, we've talked about him a lot and used him in like the new Super Battle Road stages and things like that for his AoE stuns and everything. But here we are literally just using him for his secondary role as the 40% time limit support unit. So obviously he's going to make that rotation look much better for our 2 Super Saiyan 3s, especially because he does share that extra link with the XENO GOTENKS as well. So obviously they'd be a pretty decent rotation to run together on Super AGL, because they'll obviously share quite a lot of links, and then the Super Saiyan 1 is buffing the Super Saiyan 3 one, so that's pretty good. So we get to Turles, let's get rid of this rotation locking, and what are we looking at now? So 235k for GOTENKS and 273 for GOHANKS on the defense. I think he's super attacked once more, so let's go ahead and do this. I want to make sure we get the orbs for Pycon's support passive, so we'll go ahead and do that. So that'll have jumped their defenses up a little bit as well. GOHANKS, in fact, will be close to, if not at, 300k defense after that buff from Pycon. So 2.89 on the first one, and then 3 million on the second one. So they're very solid. They don't stack up to like the level of some of the other banner units, I don't think, but obviously considering these are units, 2-year-old units getting their awakenings now, I think they're pretty solid. Obviously the Super Saiyan 3 team has had a significant amount of buffs just from this single celebration. We've had 3 Super Saiyan 3 Heroes units getting easy A's. We've had 2 units awakening into Super Saiyan 3s. The 2 Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas finally got awakenings. There's everything's been going on for the Super Saiyan 3 category. So all we need now is for them to announce an easy A for the INT Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. And man, the Super Saiyan 3 team is going to be having a good time. Because at the moment, Bardock is just a little bit too outdated for some of the more difficult content. So you'd have to really use the INT Super Saiyan 2 Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 3. But obviously he has the slightly lower leader skill for Super Saiyan 3. So when that Super Saiyan 3 Bardock gets an easy A, this team is going to be looking good. Still got to get around to doing a video for the actual Easy A Super Saiyan 3s as well, but that will be coming eventually. So we'll get you in SOT 1, you're behind now on Supers because the GOTENKS finished off the previous one. So we'll do this. Oh good, we did avoid the Dokkan attack here, good, because I do want them both to get their chances to attack here. So 3 million for GOHANKS. Obviously events where you can apply, like the ceiling and the attack lowering and everything, they are going to look even better. But, I mean, they're still hitting pretty solid numbers. The defense is good. Double digit from a super attack, we'll take that. And then 3.3 from the GOHANKS. So I feel like these guys may be a little bit unfortunate because those other Super Saiyan 3 units got easy A's, so they're now a step ahead of these guys. They're definitely solid picks for teams that they're on. They're a good buff for fusion and like time limit like we're using here. But obviously when it comes to other teams, especially Super Saiyan 3, man, they've got so many options now that is actually crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and use this. Make the turn quicker. Get all Broly's attacks out of the way. Also going to get the Dokkan attack here. So we probably get the KO. I guess it depends. My Gogeta or Goku and Vegeta, they are full level 10 links, but they are only 55%. So we'll see what the Dokkan attack does here. They've got the support with the Pycon as well. So we're at what, 3.89 million attack stat. Share of decent few links with this other Goku and Vegeta, including legendary power. So obviously they're not transformed, so they're not going to be as hard hitting as they could be. But we should quite easily... Actually, I don't know how much HP Broly has. I was going to say we should easily finish him off this turn, but it doesn't look like it. We get the additional super attack though. So this is going to deal some decent extra damage, especially for crit. Oh no, crit. We get the additional normal as well. Let's go. So they did a pretty decent chunk of damage to him all by himself. And then the physical Goku and Vegeta, I mean, for the 3-year LR, over 3 years old at this point, and they are still pretty solid as well. Not like top tier anymore, but still definitely very good. And I still love the unit super attack animation for our boy Pycon here. So, alright, so who's ahead now? Gotenks is ahead. So let's let GOHANKS go first. He's got type advantage as well, so we'll let you go first, and then we'll grab these for you. We can probably wrap this up here as the last turn for them. So they are looking pretty good. They get over 300k defense. They're hitting over 3 million attack stat when fully built up, with support as well. Very strong. They're definitely some good options for the teams that they're on. Super Battle Road is definitely going to be an interesting one because their abilities are very useful. I used them before their awakenings to do the no item run for the fusion stage. So I think at some point I definitely need to jump in and try them out in the Fusion Extreme Super Battle Road. I think that would be very, very good. So we're getting super attacked in slot 1, are we? Okay. Let's see how much damage Gogeta is actually going to take from that. Because we'll bring Gotenks into this slot since we've got a since we've now fused into Gogeta, so their links are not quite as good. How much damage are they going to take from this? 129. That's not too bad, considering this is one of the later stage ones, and he's 55%, so pretty solid. And then our attack stat is going to be 4.2. Not too bad. I do wish I'd gotten some dupes for the Gogeta. It shows you the difference, like how great guaranteed featured banners can be, because I did as many stones on the Gogeta banner as I did on the Heroes one, and definitely got a lot of great stuff from summoning on the Heroes banner. So Tech Gogeta, still fun to use. At 55%, he's definitely nothing super crazy, but he is a fun unit to use nonetheless. And the time limit / connected hope team is pretty fun. So it's nice that these guys are buffs to a couple of these other little teams outside of, like, because obviously you just think Super Saiyan 3 because they're awakening into Super Saiyan 3s, funnily enough. But yeah, these other little teams like Fusion and things like that, they're going to be really good buffs for. And we messed up getting the orbs for Pycon, so no support on this rotation. But there you go. So Gotenks and GOHANKS Super Saiyan 3, very solid units. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, if you've been playing since they were added in the original Heroes banner, and then you also summoned on this one, you probably ended up with a few copies of them. So let me know what your versions of them are looking like. Or if you started on this banner, did you manage to pull them? They're definitely solid. They're nothing crazy. Definitely not like the best Heroes units, but they are pretty solid. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.